Hello, everybody. Welcome to GAHCast. I'm your host, Hydrowave99, and I am joined today by our good friend, GhostwellerGame.
Motherfucker, you almost mistake me for Floof. Dude, I haven't even... I mean, to be fair, I've been in the call more than 10 minutes, so I can't really make the joke it's been 5 minutes, but not the point.
Yeah.
You almost mistake me for Floof. What the fuck?
Yeah. So, today, we are actually going to be doing a catch-up with GhostwellerGame because he missed out on episode 8, a good chunk of the stuff from episode 8, and I wanted to get his thoughts on some of the stuff that he missed out on.
Right.
So I'm just going to do a quick recap of a lot of the stuff we talked about, and I'm not going to share the articles because obviously we've already talked about them in episode 8. So I'm just going to do a quick rundown. This should be about 15 to 25 minute episode.
Give or take.
Nothing too long. But yeah, so I'm just going to do a quick recap for Gamescom for Xbox. So during the show, they showed off more Forza Horizon 5, Age of Empires 4, cloud game coming to Xbox Series X and next Xbox One consoles, some more stuff Microsoft Flight Simulator, some more CFD content based off Borderlands, some Data K2 DLC, some stuff about Wasteland 3 DLC, and more 3 stuff. Stuff about Dying Light 2. Yeah, so this is stuff we already talked about.
Yeah.
I remember talking about stuff. So I'm not going to get too much in depth with this because we already went through a lot of the stuff while you were here. But pretty much Xbox games that showcased that week, it was okay. I mean, honestly, knowing you, based off what we talked about, you would have hopped in for the Dying Light 2 stuff, and that would be it. Because half the stuff that was on here was not of interest. Like, I don't think you'd be interested much in what's going on with Flight Simulator. I don't think you're interested in the fact that Crusader Kings 3, which is a pretty good strategy game, is coming to Xbox. I don't think you're interested in the idea of cloud gaming coming to Xbox Series X and S, which actually is pretty more useful than what you think it is.
Well, here's the thing with the Xbox Cloud Gaming is I don't know how it works. I don't know. So the new Xbox Series X, don't get me wrong. So you are able to download a game and play it while it's downloading, correct?
Yep.
How would that work if you are installing it while on cloud gaming? Would that ruin the latency? Would it affect, would you lag while playing the game? What's the deal with that? Would it change?
It's hard to really say what would happen with that, but it's just a useful utility if you have a high bandwidth internet. That's what I'll say. It's useful if you have good internet. If you have shitty internet, that's gonna be a nightmare. I would not recommend doing this with shitty internet. But if you have like gigabit fiber internet like my brother in California has, go for it.
Right.
But yeah, we don't need to go too much in depth. I need to explain more about this. Let's move on quickly to Gamescom opening night live, because this is, I believe, when you really shut off. Like during the middle of this talk here, you just left.
Yeah. Got poisoned by a fucking steak. Great times. Great times.
Yeah. See here. But there was some pretty good stuff here.
Yeah.
I believe at Gamescom, there was a couple pretty hype announcements here I found.
Well, yeah.
One of which I found was more important than the others, but we'll go with it. Alright. So they showed off the Saints Row reboot.
Alright.
So they're completely rebooting for Saints Row. Like they're pretty much starting from square one in a new city with a whole new cast of characters. It's gonna be kind of based off in the, I said, kind of like a Las Vegas-y area of sorts.
Yeah.
It's the city called Santo Yeso.
Santo Yeso. Alright.
So it doesn't have superpower or anything. It just kind of go more back to the basics, but with some slight wackiness, because Saints Row always had a bit of wackiness.
Oh yeah, like being able to jump into a moving car, kicking someone out the window,
Yeah.
or running into the police station, finding a dildo band, beating cops over the head. Yeah, no, I know Saints Row pretty well.
Yeah. There's going to be, like I said, there's a little bit of, wackiness, but it's not like overly wacky. It's more like Saints Row 2 or Saints Row 3 kind of wacky.
Saints Row 3 was not the best. I did like Saints Row 1 and 2 though. Don't get me wrong, I love those games.
Yeah,
So,
I believe
I guess
it seems like it's going to be a bit more closer to 2, just from what I've seen in the trailer.
oh yeah. So hopefully it runs off the same type of engine that Saints Row 1 and 2 kind of lifted off the ground with, because
Yeah.
those games were phenomenal.
Yeah, I believe what they're doing is that they're obviously taking the engine from like later Saints Row games because it's graphically superior and like the physics and everything like that. But they're probably going to tool it a bit more grounded,
Hopefully.
more grounded gameplay. It looks like. Check out the trailer if you haven't seen it. There, like I said, it's a pretty. You might like what you're going to see of the trailer. I think you'll get a kick.
I have seen the trailer, and I am pleased with what they're doing so far.
Yeah.
So, I would like to see the gameplay though. That's a big thing that I would like to see.
There actually has been some gameplay dripping out here and there of it. If you check out like Saints Row's like Facebook page or Twitter page or whatever, they've been feeding out a little bit of gameplay. They did announce that character creation is coming back, so you're not going to be playing as the Hispanic girl that you've seen advertised.
Right.
So.
Oh, awesome! I get to make my character look like a fucking Smurf and run around with the dildo bat.
Yeah.
That is just art. Thank you, games, for allowing me to do this. To be an absolute fucking nuisance.
Yeah, no worries. Let's see. They didn't. So Firaxis, who's developer of the Civilization games, they're making their own Marvel game called Marvel's Midnight Sun.
Right.
So it's a strategy Marvel game. I don't know if you have any thoughts about that or how to play.
That's nothing we haven't seen before. Like Deadly Alliance was a very type of beat 'em up as well as strategy. Strategy. I cannot word it. This is nothing that we have not seen. Marvel has done types of RPG and strategy type games, but if it's any light to show, either older or newer characters inside the game, I would say do it, Marvel.
Yeah.
Well excited.
Yeah. Call of Duty Vanguard got some campaign gameplay, which I don't think you. I know you're into Call of Duty, but I know you're more into like multiplayer and zombie sort of stuff, so I think we could skip that part.
Oh no, I'm relatively into the campaign. I've seen.
Yeah, obviously Call of Duty Vanguard's a World War II Call of Duty. It's not like Black Ops or anything like that, so I didn't know if you have any thoughts on that.
Oh, I do. I'm a little upset because so we are recording this a little bit after the last episode aired, but what I've been reading and what I've been seeing so far is that it's running off the same engine as 2019 Modern Warfare, and that it has a little bit better graphics. They're tweaked for the campaign, and that it is very type of run, gun, kill type of guerrilla in, straight up boots in the ground, Hell Day type of gameplay. But I'm a little bit curious on why they're going with more tactical type of, hey, you got a blind fire around a corner type of approach to it.
Right. Another thing they showed off here was Halo Infinite getting its release date revealed, which was on December 8th.
And they're also even that could be pushed back too.
Yeah, they even showed off a new Xbox Series X bundle they're doing, like a limited edition Xbox Series X, and they're doing a new controller.
Oh, that sounds pretty good though.
Yeah, so
probably gonna be like $100 more though.
No, it seems like I think the Xbox Series X are doing is also including the game.
Right.
So it's gonna be like $560-ish dollars. It looks like. Obviously, it's scalpers. They already sold out. Fuck scalpers. Let's see. We also got a new game called Cold Lamb.
Sounds interesting.
and it's a game that you play as a possessed lamb who has to repay the mysterious stranger who saved you from an annihilation by developing a following in his name. So essentially, you're a lamb that's doing base building and dungeon crawling.
Cool. So, Goat Simulator just with demons.
Kinda, yeah.
Fun.
We have another game called Midnight Fight Express,
Midnight Fight Express.
which is it's kind of like a beat 'em up game from a single developer. Nothing to see about that there, but it seems like if you're into beat 'em ups, that's pretty good. Now, one of the game that's actually kind of hyped up was TMNT Shredder's Revenge.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, so it's a new beat 'em up, like a 2D side-scrolling beat 'em up.
I can already see arcade cabinets of that.
Yeah, but it's not made by Konami, though. It's made by Emu. But anyways, they showed off in this trailer. They showed off that April O'Neil is being playable in this game, along with the 4 turtles. So you could choose her as a character. So if you're into the old school beat 'em up, that might be a fun time.
Maybe.
They did show off another character. They're adding the Super Monkey Ball and Banana Mania. They're adding Morgana for Persona 5 as a character. But yeah, have you heard of Banana Mania?
I have, and I've seen it on the store to go on sale all the time. And I'm like, I was never really deeply interested in Banana Mania.
Well, not Banana Blitz. That's different. Banana Mania, what they're doing, they're taking the older Monkey Ball levels and compiling them into a brand new game.
I can gladly advocate for myself when I say I doubt I'm gonna be playing a game. Nor would I ever want to be on, like, picture this, right? You're gaming with your buddies, and you check your friends list, and you see someone playing Banana Mania 3. What are you gonna think of them?
I mean,
that's a little concerning.
Monkey Ball is actually looks like a pretty fun game, so I might pick that one up.
God, I'm gonna make fun of you for that when you do.
Then again, I already have freaking anime games on my freaking shelf here, so I kind of am classified as a fucking dweeb.
Oh yeah.
They did show off more stuff about Splitgate.
Ooh.
Have you heard about Splitgate?
I've played it. I've played the beta.
So they had like a trailer showing off, like, hey, at the time they made a new map. They had an infection game mode at the time. So
yeah, they added crossplay.
Yeah, I think so. But it looks like a really fun game. I'd love to check this game out, actually.
Yeah, no, it's really fun, actually. I played it with some of my buddies, and it's exactly what you think it is. It is Portal mixed with Halo. What could go wrong?
Yeah. And obviously, as someone who seems to be a big fan of those two games, you were actually really interested in what this was going to turn out to be.
Yeah, no, I actually did play it, and to be fair, I'm very competitive. So to say that I don't like it is a lie. I do like it. It's just I don't see myself recording that anytime soon.
You would need like the right person to do it with.
Plural. I would need the right people or personnels.
Now, if we can get fucking Alpaca to join us.
Yes.
FBI, open up, Alpaca. You're getting arrested tonight.
They did show up Republic getting a beta at the time. That's Ubisoft's like not motorbike, but like bike sports / snowboarding game they're doing. Nothing to say about that.
If only they didn't butcher snow.
Right. Century of Ashes is a PvP dragon game. I don't think we have much else to say about that. UFL. I don't think I have much to say about that. It's an online football simulation game. Moving on. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga trailer.
Lego?
I don't have much to say about this unless you do.
No.
We're moving on. Synced Off Planet story trailer. So it looks like this is a game set in a post-apocalyptic future where robots have turned on humans. It's a PvPvE game. So, I don't know if this is something you'd be interested in checking out.
They should have just made another Terminator game.
Right. Now, they did show off Outlast Trials here, which is that co-op survival horror game.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have some thoughts about this game.
I can't wait to play it. Like, it looks phenomenal, actually.
Mm.
For Outlast to make, like, a online horror and multiplayer game, it's something so out of their fucking realm. And they did it. It's like, alright, well, what next? What single-player Outlast are they going to make? So for Outlast Trials, I'm definitely going to pick that up and do that for a horror-thon or something.
Yeah. I'm sure if you get some of your friends that are also interested in horror, which that'd be nice if you, I mean, your friends seem to not be as much into horror as you are, so it'd be nice if you had some more horror friends that check this out with.
Yeah. I definitely got some people that will check that out.
Alright, cool. There's a game called Dokev, which looks to be from the folks behind Black Desert, and they're kind of making a Pokemon-esque game with, like, open world aspects to it. So, I don't have much else to say about this.
Right.
Jurassic World Evolution 2. That is a sequel to Jurassic World Evolution, which is like a roller coaster tycoon type of game with Jurassic Park.
Right.
So have fun making dinosaur parks and having them eat all your people.
I'm just going to drop a T-Rex right in the middle of the track so the fucking roller coaster will just dive right into their mouth.
Far Cry 6 new story trailer. I'm sure Alpaca probably got a massive boner seeing this, but
yep,
we don't have much to say about it because we're not Far Cry fans. Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt.
That sounds kind of interesting, actually. Have you played Vampire?
No, I haven't.
It's a pretty interesting game, actually. Pretty interesting game.
So it's heading to early access on September 7th, and it looks like it's World of Darkness Battle Royale up. I guess it's like a battle royale beat 'em up sort of game. So it looks like it's pretty fun though.
I wish they made, like, picture this. You ready? I want a game called Royal Rumble, where it's just a battle royale, but you can only use your fists.
Epic
Why
Games,
hasn't
make it.
why? Yes, game developers, make that, please. I want to run around like fucking Arthur Morgan in Red Dead Redemption, just beating the shit out of players.
Oh, even better. Why don't you, whoever makes that game, have GhostwellerGame be your ambassador, and he'll promote the game like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Park Beyond. This game actually looked pretty neat, but I don't have much to say about it. It's a park building game. I like park building games. Jet the Far Shore. It's similar to No Man's Sky, but not quite.
Still gonna be a letdown.
Actually, No Man's Sky, believe it or not, got like a lot of upgrades over the years, and it's now widely considered to be a good game.
If it's anything like Anthem, then we're fucked.
Yeah. For Horizon Forbidden West got its release date for February 18th, 2022. I still need to beat the first one. But if I beat the first one in time, I actually might look forward to getting this one. And I will be getting this on the PS5, but more on that later. New World, open beta dates. This game destroyed GPUs back in the day. I don't have much else to say. I mean, I like MMO games. But obviously, because this was recorded very close to the end, I missed out on the open beta, so whatever. Jumanji The Curse returns. It looks like a digital board game based off Jumanji. I don't have much else to say. This is a Denma game. So it's going to be a game that's also a concert venue. I don't have much else to say about this. Fall Guys getting Jungle Book skins. I don't have much else to say about that. Replaced got a trailer. Age of Empires 4 got a trailer. Valheim. I have a Genshin Impact. Aloy's coming to the game. I actually did hop into Genshin Impact recently just to check it out because they had some cross-save stuff, so I didn't play much of it, but it was nice to come back to it for a little bit.
Yeah. It's very nice to see, though, all these games are, like, 2020 and 2021 has, like, we have had the least amount of games actually been released over almost all the years. So it's nice to see us slowly come out of a game drought, and it's nice to see all these games get trailers and slowly be, we're slowly getting the games that we all want to play, and we're all, despite your play styles and despite whoever watches this, and despite how you play your games and what games you play, it's nice to see us slowly come out of that game drought that we've been in, because a lot of games have been either pushed back or been in development hell just due to pandemics and due to, not enough resources and materials to make these games.
Right. Then there's Sifu, which is it's a tough game. You like fists?
I do.
It's a 3D beat 'em up sort of game. A lot of people some people have actually been really looking forward to this game, and people have been saying, from what I've seen, that it looks better at each time they see it. So, PS4, PS5, and PC, you can get this on the computer. You'll be fine. And then the last thing they show up with, Death Stranding Director's Cut.
Death Stranding Director's Cut. That sounds pretty good, actually.
So I think they're adding more action-oriented stuff to the game. It seems like, because the whole game, I don't know if you played it.
Yeah, I have played it.
Did you actually like the game? Because I know that's been a pretty divisive game. Because some people say it's really boring. Other people say the story is really suspenseful and entertaining.
The story is really, really good, but getting to A to B is really, really boring. That's the best way I can sum it up, because when you are in between getting to, Objective 1 and Objective 2, it's fucking walking simulator. But the second that you're, knee deep in the story, it's so good. It was so well written. But it wasn't. In between the game, they could have added, more stuff to make it a little bit more intriguing. So.
Yeah, they seem like what they're doing. They're making the pacing a little faster, so you can get
That's
to point.
Good, though.
So point A to B faster, and you have more tools like cargo catapults and boot stabilizers and motorcycle jump ramps. So you're gonna be able to get to point A to B a little bit faster to engage in the story.
It would not be Norman Reedus without his motorcycle.
Of course. But yeah, this seemed like a pretty good showing overall. I mean, not too many. I mean, it was an okay show, but not many groundbreaking announcements, I would say. It is more like affirmation of game we already knew about, besides Saints Row. Next thing I'd like to show real quick is, so Skate is coming to PC, but it's the reboot. It's Skate 4. I think you just got to this topic here, and then we kind of bailed out.
Yeah.
But I think your thoughts on this were, it's just that you kind of wish it was some of the older Skate games or something like that, or you're kind of worried to see how it come out.
I wish it was the newer Skate games, actually. Like, Skate 3 was so damn good. If they were to remaster and add, a third-person mechanics to the OG Skate, then yeah, no, I would definitely pick it up.
Yeah, because it's going to be Skate 4 is coming to PC, so whenever they get Skate 4 done, this is the version coming to PC.
Here's what I want from Skate 4. I still want the wacky physics, and I still want the glitches and bugs, and everything in between.
Right.
And I want it just to look better. That's all. I don't want anything. I don't want the formula to change, because all the Skate games had wacky physics and broken stuff and purposely broken bugs. So I would love to see Skate 4 just nail it out of the park. Like we have such high expectations for the game. I cannot wait. I need to see something with Skate.
Right. Now, the one that I really wish you were here for was talk about House of Ashes.
House of Ashes, yeah, the sequel or prequel
so
to Until Dawn, Man of Medan, and now House of Ashes.
Yeah. So Alpaca and I, when we were talking about this on episode 8, pretty much were looking at this and had like almost no clue what the hell this is. So, could you give us a better idea what this is and like what your initial thoughts are based off the information we've seen of the game?
So I haven't really seen much of the game. All I know is that it could, and I say could because I'm not quite sure. I know that it's a type of suspense game and very well story driven game. And if it's anything like Until Dawn and Man of Medan, then it's going to be a mastercraft, and it's going to be a hidden gem that not a lot of people are going to play. So if it's by the same developers, and if you played Until Dawn, it's going to have multiple endings. It's going to be very story driven, character driven, etc. It should be definitely a highlight of next generation games.
I see. So, what type of games are these? Are they more like horror games, puzzle games? Like, explain what
Typically,
type of
they're
gameplay.
typically they're horror, choice based, and puzzle games. So I'd put that underneath all three categories with all three games.
I see. I see. Okay. Did you have any thoughts you want to say about this game?
Other than I do plan on taking a peek at it, seeing what trailers there are out, and seeing what screenshots that they have out. I might have plans to pick that up, as well as the next episode. I highly recommend you guys tune into, because we're going to be talking about the surprise trailer drops and the predictions and bullshit that we recently did last episode.
Oh
So,
yeah, it's gonna be great.
yeah, I don't really got much to say,
So the next thing we had kind of have to talk about here real quick is the fact that there's a 2D Metroid game project that got shut down.
which is unfortunate.
It was a Metroid Prime 2D remake project. So they were taking Metroid Prime and they were making it 2D. It's like a 2D pixel Metroid. Instead of
Yeah.
So did you have any thoughts about this, or do you just want to just say it's unfortunate and move on?
I would say the reason that they could have shut it down is because that they're going to make another Metroid game. For them to reskin just the normal ass 2D original would be kind of insignificant to what we're playing now. So for them to shut down a project like that, and for them to hop on maybe another Metroid, like Metroid Corruption 3 or 4 or whatever, if they were to hop on a bigger project like that, that would make more sense why they shut it down.
Yeah, because I do know that right now they are working on Metroid Dread, which is coming out in a week or two, and they're also working on Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, which I cannot wait for Metroid Prime 4.
Now, if you do get a Switch, are you going to try Metroid Dread?
I'm going to try Metroid Prime 4 and Metroid Dread.
Because
100%.
Metroid Dread is going to follow up from Fusion.
As long as it has Samus Aran as the same Samus Aran that we know, that
Which
fucking
it is.
badass,
Yeah.
then yeah, I'm in.
So, after that, we did talk about Groovy getting shut down.
Which is unfortunate, because I like that in my Twitch and Discord.
Yeah. Now, it seemed like you used it, and like obviously we talked about it, and it seemed like you swapped over rhythm as fast as you could to kind of get that somewhat feeling back.
Yeah.
We also, now the first topic we actually did talk about was OnlyFans, which we already covered explicitly in episode 8, so I don't think we need to give our thoughts about that whole situation where how they suspended the ban on sexually explicit content, where I went through that. I think we could skip that one. Now, a topic after that was that Facebook decided to bring back features to its main app. Mainly, they brought back voice and video calling back to the main app. So what they did actually was, if you didn't know, they actually took those features away from Facebook and spun it into Messenger. So Messenger is a separate app from regular Facebook. So I have no idea why they decided to do that, but
I don't know.
I know.
I don't really use Facebook that much.
Well, you use a Facebook account to get to your Oculus Quest.
True.
Which, I don't know, how have you been doing that recently?
I don't know, man. I wish that they changed it up. I wish that they added, like a Google account or like something else, instead of just, hey, you need Facebook. You absolutely need Facebook to play games, which is so stupid.
Well, the unfortunate thing is that Facebook owns Oculus. So Facebook's going to shove their account down their throat.
Nerds.
Yeah. So congratulations, by buying an Oculus Quest 2, you supported Facebook.
I'm gonna go commit tax evasion now. I'll be back. Please like and subscribe. I am currently running from the IRS and I need the support. Remember to drop a comment down in the comment section.
Right.
But yeah.
And the last thing that we talked about in this episode was some more stuff about Windows 11.
Rest in peace, Windows.
I know we haven't stopped a bit, but yeah, we did talk about how they did some update with its supported processors, and that like what they're doing is that like they're kind of cracking down on like if you have an unsupported processor, you're kind of fucked. But there is a workaround for that. But the catch is that if you do the workaround with the older processor, you're likely not going to get any Windows updates. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm not upgrading my computer to Windows 11, even though I know there's a workaround.
Even though Windows 10 is just as good.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably going to upgrade to Windows 11 because you could, if you have an NVMe SSD in your computer, you can just take advantage of direct storage and just say, screw it, I'm just skipping the CPU. Like game's loading right to the hard drive.
As long as it doesn't fuck up my CPU, putting it to like 50%, then I'm all set.
Yeah, it's actually reducing the CPU load, so the less assets are going to the CPU, it's going straight to the storage.
That's good then.
Yeah, so
yeah, they're doing something good then.
Yeah, so I think that's all we have to say about Ghost thoughts on episode 8's topics.
Yeah.
On that, please check out episode 10, which should be uploaded fairly soon in all podcasting services. Well, this will also be uploaded in all podcasting services too. So hopefully everything works out as a bonus episode here to give Ghost thoughts on episode 8 topics. And do you have any other thoughts on anything from, say, any of the other older episodes besides the Activision Blizzard stuff or anything? Or do you just want to leave it at this? Huh. Weird, I can't hear you. Anyways, besides that, I'm HydroWave99. And we'll see you all next time.